So for starters, they said she stole from the grocery store. There is no evidence of her stealing anything. So this just goes to show that y'all are so quick to believe negative commentary about black women. You don't, what proof do you have that she stole anything? Was there, I never seen any proof of it. So y'all can't just keep repeating that just because it gives you what you think is a reason to take somebody's life.
That she had. Now, mind you, the Kroger employee said that she had taken multiple liquor bottles and didn't pay for them. Do any of these bags look like liquor bottles to you? These are boxes. These are multiple items. If she just went in there and stole with two other individuals and left with these liquor bottles, what is all of this stuff? And this stuff is bagged as if it was purchased. So I need an explanation as to how, if she was just in there stealing liquor, why did she have all these bags of other types of merchandise that look like they were purchased? Being a black woman in Columbus, Ohio, especially Westerville, Ohio, it would not be easy for you to just go to a checkout lane, bag up all of this stuff, not pay for it, and walk out. So I challenge y'all. Start asking questions, start thinking critically, and start demanding proof before you immediately believe these narratives that are being pushed by the people who do these very unalivings. Because when you are dealing with Columbus, Ohio, Ohio at large, America at large, you will learn that what's pushed in the media, especially to cover up instances like this, is very seldom true. I'm not buying it and I'm not believing it until somebody shows me some concrete evidence.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You wanted evidence? Now you have evidence, right? That the police, in fact, we're not lying, okay? The people that ended up calling the police on these women who were suspected of shoplifting were not lying. Now, again, guys, we are revisiting the Takaya Young story, okay? A story about a young pregnant black woman who I believe was about 21 years old or so. She was accused of stealing liquor, alcohol, while pregnant, by the way, from a Kroger, but I'm not sure this looks like a Kroger here. I mean, it could be. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. But she was accused of stealing alcohol from a local store, okay? And she got the police called on her, okay? As she was walking out, the police went up to her vehicle to question her about the alleged theft. And instead of cooperating with police, she denied that she did anything wrong. And she ended up trying to drive off, basically tried to run over one of the police officers. Now, the police officer ended up shooting and killing her in self-defense because she was using a weapon, a vehicle, okay, to try to assault a police officer, okay? And she ended up, unfortunately, losing her life because she made a series of very, very, very bad decisions. And we're going to talk about her bad decisions, not just in this situation right here, but also just in general when it comes to life. Because again, these are the real type of conversations we need to be having as black people if you actually want to save black lives. It seems that black conservatives are the only people that are willing to tell the truth about how decision making leads to a lot of young black people losing their lives, okay? But no. You had BLM come out in full force and stomp and march, okay? And cry racism and bigotry and hate and, you know, white police officers out here targeting black women. The police officers were wrong. They should have shot and killed her, okay? They should have defended themselves, right? When in 99% of these situations where these people out here, you know, stomping and marching, boohoo, whining and crying, the police are justified. The police are justified. The police are not out here trying to frame people. They're not trying to lie on people. They're not trying to kill people, right? Most police officers are trying to do their jobs and go home to their families, okay? That's what they're trying to do. So, without further ado, we actually have to watch this surveillance video that was released of Miss Takaya Young stealing. So let's go ahead and play this. And this is her grabbing her belly and everything, right? She pregnant, grabbing her belly while stealing alcohol. Wow. The baby kicking. The baby kick. Why the baby kicking for? Maybe the baby even knows that this is wrong, that the baby's life has been put in danger from the actions of this individual. Wow. So this is her and the other women as well too, allegedly doing this. And they just walk out. And then I guess this is another part of the store where, again, they're just walking out, not paying for nothing. Just walked out the store. And this is the parking lot incident, right? So, there's your evidence right there. That's your evidence and proof right there. Now, again, now that we have evidence and proof that this woman was actually stealing, can we actually now have a conversation about her decisions that led up to her death? Because ultimately, she put herself in a situation to lose her life. Because her and her friends were stealing. She got confronted on the fact that she was stealing. She was caught, seen on camera stealing. And then she decided to not only deny, but to try to run away, to try to get away as a pregnant woman, which led to police shooting and killing her in self-defense. So again, where are all these hustlers at? Where are all the race hustlers? Where are all these people that was on TikTok talking about how the police are lying and that she didn't steal nothing and yada yada? Where are all those people at? They're silent. And the ones that will say something, well, stealing doesn't mean that you should lose your life. Well, it just wasn't about her stealing. It was about the fact that she was uncooperative with police. She tried to assault a police officer with her vehicle after getting caught doing a crime, making a series of bad decisions. Stealing was a bad decision, especially as a pregnant woman. What was she going to do with it? Right? That's a question that a lot of these people need to be asking. These people that are caping, that are out here boohoo-wilding and crying, was she going to steal that alcohol to drink while pregnant? Because we all know the negative effects that drinking while pregnant has on a baby. Everybody knows. So again, was she going to do that? What was she trying to do? Feed her other kids, right? Her other kids were thirsty. She was thirsty. What's the narrative here, right? What's the narrative here to try to justify it? This woman has made a series of bad decisions in her life. That's just the facts. And unfortunately, this bad decision led to her losing her life. What we have to focus on as people is trying to help people stop making bad decisions. This was a 21-year-old girl who had multiple children at the age of 21. So she was knocked up as a teenager. Probably a single baby mama who were raising kids who most likely, statistically speaking, probably would have been a part of the system. And again, these are the people that we come out here and we boohoo, whine, and cry over when something ends up happening to them, when their bad decisions unfortunately lead to them losing their lives. It's embarrassing. It really is, especially when you have so many innocent black people who are positive contributors to their communities, who are good, who stand up for the right thing, who do nothing but go to work, go to their church, support their communities, who do great things, who are great examples for young black people, who make all the right decisions, who lose their lives at the hands of criminals, and nobody gives a damn about them. There are no tears shed over black people, good black folks who don't commit crimes, who don't put themselves in bad situations like this, who don't make bad decisions. There are no tears shed over those black people who lose their lives. But you got protests and riots in the streets over black people who continuously make bad decisions. They make bad decisions their whole lives. And unfortunately, one of their bad decisions ended up being fatal, and now people want to boo-hoo, whine, and cry about it instead of talking about how this person put themselves in that bad situation in the first place. We have to start having more conversations about how these people are putting themselves in these positions. But no, you can't. If you have a conversation about how, you should avoid putting yourselves in these types of situations, apparently you're victim blaming, right? You're victim blaming. When this person was really in this situation, she put herself in that situation. She made herself the quote unquote victim. And anybody who's saying anything differently, you're not in touch with reality. You're not in touch with how the world actually works. Police are humans with guns. When you interact with police, you need to make sure that you're trying to make that interaction as short as possible. You better be as respectful as possible when you're interacting with that person, regardless of whether or not you feel that the police officer is in the right or wrong. In this case, the police officers were right. She was stealing. She got caught. She just lied and tried to drive off. And unfortunately, that cost her life. And again, if she had not made those decisions, a series of bad decisions, she would still be alive. And until we start holding people accountable for making bad decisions, you'll continue to see that. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.